Over the last 10 years, Soul Collector magazine has uncovered the story of hundreds of our favorite sneakers. Tell me a little bit about how Inside the Designer Studio extends that legacy and the heritage of the magazine.
Sure. I mean, over the last decade, we've had just pretty much every designer that's out there and all the flagship shoes every season and every new year for each signature and team line in the magazine. And now the idea really is to tell more of the stories about the designers and their own backgrounds, maybe some more personal stories with the athletes they work with, and also just dive a little deeper than just talking about a new shoe for each season and really make it more about the designers themselves.
How has being interested in sneakers helped you perhaps grow an interest in design beyond footwear?
Well, growing up, I always designed shoes myself. I just sucked at it, so that was like a key flaw to not becoming a designer myself. But now it's been great because I also play on everything, so there's so many things that I could ask, whether it's performance lens or design lens, that I've really started to gain a knowledge and understanding for. And the great thing too is every designer for all the different shoes they're working on, there's so many different touch points of inspiration, whether it's, like you said, a car or something drafted off of a player's lifestyle, like a watch. We
learned that Peter Fogg designed motorcycles. What other interesting backgrounds have you discovered over your years of interviewing?
I've heard awesome stories of guys that I'm not going to name specifically because it's kind of an embarrassing one, but like a guy who literally just wanted to design so badly that he took a job as a janitor to first get onto campus and then like would always try and like weasel his way and then finally got into an entry-level job. And Dwayne Edwards used to be a design director at Jordan Brand, and he was also like a maintenance clerk at a Skechers firm. And they had a suggestion box, and every day he would leave a sketch and write, "I suggest you hire me." And he's like the maintenance guy, and it was kind of like Good Will Hunting style.
You've been working with Soul Collector for 7.5 years. You've obviously developed a lot of relationships with designers over that time. Most of your interviews for the magazine have been about a singular product. With Inside the Designer Studio, you get to do deep dives into their inspirations, careers, and what brought them into the footwear industry. How much does that mean to you?
I mean, it's really exciting because the big thing in print is it's like the current shoe, the current season for the current player, and usually the designer is talking more about inspiration to that. I think the cool thing with this show is now it's more about them and their background, and for a lot of people that have read the magazine, they are familiar with these guys, but maybe not their personal stories. Each designer has their own quirks and those things that all lead into their design style. I think that's something that people are going to really appreciate seeing.